Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Now moving forward, let's see what we are going to learn now. What in this lesson we are going to learn about is measuring angles. Now we know everything about angles, right? We know there are several types of angles. We know how they are going to look like. We know how they are going to measure in degrees, but we don't know how to measure them. We haven't even talked about this so far. Let us try to read the measurements of these angles using some instruments. Okay, starting with this first line here, let's read it from here. By observing an angle, we can only get the type of angle, but to compare its property, we need to measure it. Is that right? We can observe an angle and we can say, yes, it is right angle, it is straight angle, it is acute angle, etc. But we need to know what is the exact measure. An angle, here I am reading from here, an angle is measured in degrees. So this word degree, when we write 90, we put a small dot on top of it. Every time you write any degree, you write with a small dot on the top. This tells you degree. You have also heard this while you are talking about temperatures. Like today it's extremely hot. So probably it's 48 degrees Celsius. You might have heard this. It's very cold. So probably it's 4 degrees Celsius. So here this little dot on the top that we put, it is called as degree. Okay. Now it is like we have for measuring lengths, we use the units like meters, centimeters, etc. in order to measure a particular angle, or the like when we are measuring these temperatures, then we have the measurement, the unit termed as degree. Okay. Now moving forward, it says one complete revolution is divided into 360 equal parts. So as we have said that one complete revolution measures 360. So what is the measure of each part of this degree is 1 degree. So 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, and so on. When we are done with 360 degrees, we complete one whole revolution. So if you see one complete circle, it measures 360 degrees in angle. Okay. And we read this as 360 degrees. I hope this is clear. We can measure the angle using ready-to-use device, which is called as a protractor. Now here comes another important term. The instrument that we use in order to measure these angles, it is called a protractor. Okay, protractor is the device which is used to measure the angles. For example, how do you measure the lengths? We use with the help of inchy tape, right? Or a measuring scale like which is in centimeters, etc. How do you weigh yourself? You have a device to measure your weight. Is that right? Similarly, in order to measure angles, we have protractor. Let us see how these protractors look like. So here comes the image for you. It has a curved edge which is divided into 180 equal parts. Clearly you can see here that this protractor, it is something which is half of a circle, right? It is not a complete circle, it is half of a circle. It starts from 0 degree and it reaches till 180 degrees, from right to left or from left to right. So either ways you can see. Here, look into this diagram. Here in this diagram, clearly what you can see is that these angles are marked from 0, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, and it's going till 180. And which direction I'm moving? I'm moving from left to the right direction. Now the same thing is seen if I start moving from right to left. Again, we see the same numbers up till we reach 180 degrees. So no matter whether you are moving from right to left or left to right, you have these 180 degree divisions both the sides. So now if you have a particular protractor, and you are going to use this protractor in order to measure a particular angle. So let us see how we are going to measure angles using these protractors.
Look at the animation.
We use an instrument called protractor to measure and construct angles. It is semicircular in shape. It has degree marks on its circular edge. The straight edge of the protractor is called its baseline. The midpoint of this baseline is called the center of the protractor. To measure a given angle with the protractor, we place it on the angle such that the center of the protractor falls on the vertex of the given angle and the baseline falls along one arm of the given angle. The other arm of the angle crosses the curved edge of the protractor at some point. Reading of this point gives the degree measure of the given angle.